7th class 8th lesson Gurajada the Legend, Unit cum Period Plan. Main reading Gurajada the Legend, Vocabulary, Synonyms and Antonyms, Grammar, the simple past and past perfect tenses, Writing, Book Review, Diary Entry. And the talking time we will have role play and giving advice, listening, and in the listening passage we will have Lal Bahadur Shastri's honesty. Project work and study skills we have productive skills and receptive skills, that is LSRW, listening, speaking and writing and reading. In the fun time we have forming new words, okay, and in the final we have checkpoint. Total number of periods we have 20, instructional periods 18 and language lab 2. Okay, so finally we enter into the lesson plan here. Competency wise learning outcomes, listening and speaking. We will have these competencies in the end of the book. Booklo manaku text booklo last pages lo untayi. So listening and speaking, student listens the story and gets the idea. Say the statements whether true or false. Student uses giving advice in different contexts. Next, reading comprehension. Student identifies the characters in the lesson and understands their nature. Next, grammatical awareness. Student writes grammatically correct sentences for a variety of situations, like in simple future. Student writes negative sentences, simple past, past perfect tense sentences. And vocabulary, student learn synonyms and antonyms. Creative write, student writes diary entry and book review. Okay, we start our period plan here. Okay, in the first period number, translation item or content, translation strategy or activity or standard translation method, TLM means teaching learning material. Okay, in the first period we have the pre-reading activity, that is the trigger sheet or face sheet. So we have the poster here, Telugu Language Day on August 29th, Gidugu Ramurthy. So we will make the students to observe this banner, observe this poster and answer these questions. Okay, it's a whole class activity. Students motivate towards the legendary personalities. Teacher and students discuss about great writers, and they will discuss like what is the banner about. The banner is about Telugu Language Day. TLM, we use textbook, literary books, picture of great writers and library books, etc. Okay, in the second period we have the main reading segment 1. Okay, in the main reading lesson we will teach from Never Does Land to literary dialect. Individual and whole class activity, individual, group and scaffold reading. Children learn new words like legendary, a very well known person. Next, textbook and flashcards we use as a TLM. Next, in segment 2 we teach from Gurajada and up to collect called Kolkata, and it's a whole class activity. Individual and group and scaffold reading will be there. We give the new words meanings like abundantly, that's plentifully, idealize, to regard something as ideal, and we use TLM as a textbook, flashcards, etc. In segment 3 we teach from Shamendra and up to Gurajada. It's a whole class activity, and individual reading, group reading and scaffold reading will be there. Children learn language importance, dialects, writers, etc. We will give the new words like lucid equal to clear. We use TLM like textbooks and picture cards and pictures of Telugu writers. And in the fifth period we teach segment 4, that is we teach from Tagore Maintained and up to Yours Sincerely. Sorry, it's an individual and whole class activity. Teacher explains social reforms, widow, remarriages, Deshabhakti, dialects, etc. It's a spiritual equilibrium. That means teacher explains all about these spiritual things, and we use TLM like textbooks and pictures of Tagore and Gurajada. Next, glossary, reading comprehension. Answer the following questions. So here we have glossary and answer the following questions. Okay, so it's an individual activity. Children will answer on their own. Children understand the lesson and try to answer on their own. What works did Gurajada do to promote the spoken dialect? We use TLMs like textbooks, green board, etc. And in the 7th period, we complete the reading comprehension exercises, that is B Roman and C Roman. B Roman, order of events, that means we will write the jumbled sentences in order and we will fill up true or false. It's an individual and whole class activity. Students learn sequential order. Gurajada and Tagore were the contemporaries. So, and it's a textbook and green board we use as a TLM. Next, in the 8th period, we teach vocabulary, that is synonyms and antonyms. It's an individual and whole class activity. Children try to answer synonyms and antonyms. That is synonyms: clear, lucid, greatest, that is legendary. Antonyms: responsible, irresponsible, visible, invisible, etc. We use charts and blackboard as a TLM. And next, grammar, simple past and past perfect. Okay, it's a whole class activity. Students learn simple past and past perfect tense. For example, we visited Kashmir last year. I had completed my project before he arrived. Okay, we use TLM, textbook, chart, green board, etc. And next, in the 10th period, language lab, we use smart TV and digital class. We teach the topic verbs. It's a whole class activity. Students participate and learn grammar components. Gurajada dash in 1913, retire. So it's a past tense, 1913. So the past form of retire is retired. Okay, so the TLM here is smart TV or digital class or video clips or virtual classroom. Okay, next, in the 11th period, we teach language lab or we use library. So we teach verbs, that is in simple past, whole class activity. Teacher explains verbs, types and usage. Children learn simple past tense and past perfect tense. We use TLM, smart TV and digital class. Okay, in the 12th period, writing, we teach about book review. So whole class activity, teacher explains book review of Kanya Sulkam and we learn about the physical features of the book. We use TLM textbook, library books, that is a Kanya Sulkam book if we have our Gurajada books, and we use the video clippings. It's the writing part, we teach diary entry. So it's a whole class activity. Students learn how to write a diary. Write a diary entry on International Mother's Day. We use TLM textbook and a chart. Next, period 14, talking time, role play. It's a whole class activity, pair activity. Students participate in conversation. Suppose, Sunny, I'm sorry, Bunny, I wish you were more careful. We use textbooks and students as a TLM. Okay. Next, period 15, talking time. It's a topic about giving advice. We use should and shouldn't. You should wear a mask. You shouldn't cough and sneeze in your hands. It's a group activity. We use chart as a TLM. Next, 16, passage listening. It's an individual and whole class activity. And the listening passage is about Lal Bahadur Shastri's honesty. We use the photo of Lal Bahadur Shastri and the textbook as a TLM. 10, it's about listening comprehension. So it's an individual activity. Children respond to the questions, what is the moral of the story, and we will give the theme of honesty here. We use TLM like a textbook and green board. Next, period 18, study skills. Individual activity, children learn about language skills. The language skills are two, productive skills and receptive skills. We use a textbook and green board as a TLM. And period number 19, it's a fun time. It's an individual and pair work. Children prepare new words from the given words. That is ink, pink, wig, twig. We use TLM textbook and students' words. Next, 20, project work. In the project work, here is the collection of social reformers information. Okay, it's an children individual activity. Children recapitulate the unit. Here, children fill the checkpoint on their own. Children collect pics of social reformers, and the textbook is the TLM here. Finally, the teacher's reflections. Here, children learn about patriotism, social reforms, language, regional dialects, etc. We feel happy when we know all this. So this is the lesson plan about Gurajada the Legend lesson. Okay, so do subscribe my channel and help my efforts. Do subscribe, like and share this video to your friends and family members. Thank you.